Fossil fuel companies continue to build pipelines through indigenous sacred land, making indigenous peoples especially vulnerable to oil spills. Hurricane Ivan, September 24th, 25 deaths. Hurricane Jean, September 2004, 2004, 6 deaths. Los Angeles, California flood, January 2005, 17 deaths.
I am the Grim Reaper. When I touch you, please lay on the ground after the deaths are announced.
Hurricane Katrina, August 2005, 1,207 deaths. Hurricane Rita, September 2005, 7 deaths. North American Storm, December 2015, 60 deaths. Hurricane Wilma, October 2005, 5 deaths. Midwest Flood, August 2007, 18 deaths.
The climate emergency might seem overwhelming, but while it may be called global warming, each one of us can make an individual attempt to help. After all, each of us, in every country, contributes a particular amount of CO2 into the atmosphere. Some, depending on where they live, more than others. But if we make a few small tweaks to our daily routines, together we can make a big impact. So, where to start? First, diet. Changing what you eat could easily have a significant impact because animal agriculture creates about 14% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions, roughly on par with the world's transportation. In 2017, beef was found to be one of the most damaging foods to the climate. Each kilo consumed produces 26.5 kilos of CO2 emissions, 5 times more than chicken or turkey. Converting to plant-based diets could reduce emissions by over 70%, depending on where you live. Second, travel. Nearly all transport relies on fossil fuels.
When the history of our era is written, what will it say about us? Can we say with confidence that we are striving for progress, or is it all talk? The Bloomberg New Economy Forum is at the forefront of change. Our vital conversations spark real solutions to the world's most pressing issues. History is watching. It's our time to act.
When Greta started her climate change protest, she was just 15 years old. One voice, just one placard, sitting on our own outside the Swedish Parliament. Many people, actually I should say many adults, dismissed her. Yet today, millions upon millions of young people have joined her fight. She may have just been one person at the beginning, but she had a belief, a mission, and a desire to do something not just for herself, but for everyone. And now the whole world is paying attention. Whatever your dream, every country, every community, every school, every friendship group, every family needs their own Greta. Someone who can lead the way, someone who is prepared to stand up for what they believe and show how much they care for the people in their lives and the community around them.
Half of Florida's coral reefs have died since 2000.
People with little or no income cannot relocate in the face of hurricanes and floods or endure extreme weather living on the street. Hurricane Ike, September 2008, 82 deaths. Atlanta flood, September 2009, 9 deaths. Hurricane Harvey, August 2017, 82 deaths. Western flood, May 2016, 10 deaths. This is an emergency.
In the U.S., driving 1 mile in an average 2016 car emits 404 grams of CO2 equivalent per mile. But taking nearly any other mode of transport will translate into big emission savings. After walking, cycling's the best option because it has no emissions except those that come from producing the bike. In the EU, cycling saves more than 16 million tons of CO2 a year. Driving to the sun almost 426 times would produce the same amount of CO2. Third, energy. Almost every household appliance needs it, but a few quick changes can make a difference. Switch from incandescent lights, which waste up to 90% of their energy as heat, to LEDs. They use a quarter of the energy and last 25 times longer. And take cooler showers. The average water heater is set to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, but bringing it down by 20 degrees can save 250 kilograms of CO2, the equivalent of leaving an LED light lit for over 7 years nonstop. Fourth,
so solar storage is a very critical part of the future energy system because solar cells, they produce electricity that we need to use directly. The challenge is to capture the energy and store it for up to 18 years without any depletion of the material. So if you look at how nature does this, you have the plants that absorb sunlight and convert the sunlight into stored chemical energy. And that is the energy we have in fossil fuels and we have in woods and in plants. But instead of burning it, we can recover our molecules in a closed cycle without any emissions. The input is light, the output is heat on demand. So there's no exchange of materials from the outside world. So this is the beauty of the system.
But she had a belief, a mission, and a desire to do something not just for herself, but for everyone. And now the whole world is paying attention. Whatever your dream, every country, every community, every school, every friendship group, every family needs their own Greta. Someone who can lead the way, someone who is prepared to stand up for what they believe and show how much they care for the people in their lives and the community around them.
Waste. Think before you buy. The fashion industry creates about 10% of global greenhouse emissions and consumes more energy than aviation and shipping combined. And when you do make a purchase, try to buy in bulk. If you're buying food, bring your own containers and just get the amount you need. In 2016, the average person living in the EU threw out 170 kilos of packaging waste. And last but not least, plant a garden instead of building a patio out of cement, the production of which creates about 8% of global CO2 emissions a year. But planting a garden, or even better, trees, helps reduce CO2 emissions and produce oxygen. So, from a burger to a bicycle, no one thing will have a big impact, but lots of little things can. Tell us what you're doing to preserve the health of the planet for future generations. Send us your messages on social media using the hashtag #CallToEarth.
озеро потрясающее совершенно. Ну, я впервые на соленом озере. Это, ну, не знаю, конечно, печет от соли все тело, но эмоции переполняют, даже классно, круто вообще.
Этот соликомбайн, он берет, я уже сказал, до 8 метров в глубину, и время зарастания этих выломов идет от 50 до 70 лет. И я уже говорю, где тонкослойная технология работает, там от 2 до 3 лет, а то и год, если брать меньше слой соли поверхности. Во-первых. И еще один плюс, огромный даже плюс, это то, что соль будет идти на восадках, то есть она будет ярко-белая, без всяких примесей. С учетом того, что у нас привнос соли и добыча, допускаемая на нашем озере, посчитанная специалистами, должна быть не более 3 миллионов тонн в год, так как привнос идет у нас около 3 миллионов.
理工大學校園入邊呢，我哋揾到接近4000枚嘅汽油彈。之前喺中大，我哋都揾到接近4000枚，再加埋喺其他嘅院校係接近過萬支嘅。如果我哋警察同佢哋呢班拎住過萬支汽油彈嘅暴徒去硬碰嘅話呢，對社會嘅傷害係難以估計嘅。咁但係為咗顧及即係喺現場留守嘅一啲嘅示威者或者暴徒啊，佢哋嘅人身安全同埋健康呢，我哋都一直希望呢，用和平嘅方式，用一個靈活同埋彈性嘅2大原則嚟到去處理，去解決呢個問題。亦都對於一啲未成年同埋有需要係醫療協助嘅人士呢，係安排咗一啲嘅特別嘅安排措施，冇咗一個即時嘅拘捕。係登記咗佢哋嘅資料，作為日後追究嘅一個嘅安排。到咗今個星期啦，我哋更加係協調咗唔同嘅社會人士、唔同嘅持份者去入呢個嘅校園，進行一啲嘅遊說同埋一啲嘅勸説，亦都陸陸續續咧有好多嘅呢啲嘅示威嘅人士啦，和平咁行翻出嚟。我哋警方亦都係就住嗰個嘅理大入邊有危險品啦，就去作出一個嘅跟進，安排咗我哋一個嘅安全嘅小組。通過過去2日入咗學校入邊咧，去清除移除一啲公共安全嘅威脅。我哋好希望理大呢個事件可以係作為連續咗6個月嘅暴亂嘅一個嘅轉捩點，等我哋嘅香港社會可以回歸和平同埋理性。
We're here right now with Regina Ip. She's being escorted through downtown Hong Kong by a group of police. She walked right through the protests that are going on right now. It was a really weird flex. She just lost her election, and she just decided to come walk through with her police muscle to really piss off as many protesters as she could after her pathetic loss last night. She must feel so defeated. I'm trying to ask her if she's excited for the sanctions that are coming her way from Donald Trump, and also how it feels to betray the millions of people in Hong Kong. We're going to see if we can get close to her.
电视，看着这个警方这边拍，同时还有媒体在说警方，在骂他们，然后可能会后面有示威者跑过来说一句，然后又跑回去，因为他们都知道有这个媒体一层保护，这个就看起来太可怕了。如果是不是那么克制的警方的话，我相信香港媒体也不敢在那边站着。比如说在荃湾那个时候有警方开枪，然后很多的头条并不是说为什么是开这个枪啊，为什么他是为了那个保护生命而示警，而不是说威胁人了。如果你是放在美国，警察开枪基本上是不会登新闻的哈。那么反而到香港来，警察一开枪，那就变成是所有媒体都要转载了的一个事情了。抢警察的这个枪是非常可怕的一个事情，这个是说明有可能会导致一个失控的一个场面。但是呢，开枪来控制这个现场，那是非常正常的行为，所以呢，真的是这个偏见太严重了。
They're fighting!
It's all good. We're going to shut them down in 1 second. We have facts. We have personal stories to share. We're more than happy to speak, more than happy to conduct a dialogue. They can yell whatever they want. For me, I've seen worse things. It doesn't intimidate me.
Justin Trudeau only pretends to stand up for Canada. You know, he's very good at pretending things.
Canada is a solid, reliable partner.
The fact of the matter is, he's always wearing... a mask.
We'll continue to defend NATO and defend our interests.
Mr. Trudeau, you are a phony and you are a fraud and you do not deserve to govern this country.
You know, it's amazing. If I had told you 4 years ago that we risked the threat of a separatist movement with broad appeal in Alberta or Saskatchewan, you would have laughed. No one would have believed it. But in one mandate, Trudeau has ignited a separatist movement that now has more public support in the polls than at any time in Canadian history. That, along with the revitalization of the Bloc Québécois, a movement that was dead 4 years ago, signals that this Prime Minister has made our country more divided than it's ever been.
Do we need to go into the thingy? Do we need to do the computer?
But you are a fucking fast stupid! You're a fucking sick in the head if you're voting for Conservative! You're a bloody idiot!
Thank you.
Yeah? Go somewhere else! Go to a white fucking country!